Hi everyone. I'm Chris. I have moved my computer. I'm actually using my laptop, trying something a little different with this when I'm continuing this. Whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I am doing a project for Gay Pride Month, and I am trying to tell a story with tarot cards. It's a 30 video. There are going to be 30 videos total. I've done about 14 of them. Today's day 15, and let's see what comes up out of this. I'll probably try to, I'm not going to do a full recap for those of you who are watching straight through, but let's see what's coming up. So right now we've got Structuring Act 2 is today. And what like I said, in previous videos, I will put pictures of the spread on my website and on my Instagram, so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. And then if you want to follow me on all my social medias, you're more than welcome to as well. So with that being said, let's move this back so I have some back support. That was a little close. Okay. I am using the Gay Tarot. It is a deck that I'm not really familiar with. It's by Bursten and Antonella Platano. I am also using spreads from a website called karmastartarot.com, and today, for her 30-day writing project site, we are using day 14 for Structuring Act 2. So I've got my cards. They're a little shuffled, but let's go a little bit more into that. Let's shuffle them more. And just make sure that we get... Now, I think... From my recollection, because I haven't been on this for a week, I've got a job and it's been kind of crazy. So I think if I remember correctly, we are actually having, and I didn't want to do this, but we're actually having like a lover. Sage is our main character. He's just now coming out, and he totally fell in love with a guy, I think at a big public event, who seems to be a little bit full of himself, and this guy seems to be the villain of the story, which I don't really like, but that's kind of what came out of the cards. And so I think it's a breakup. I think Sage thinks of it as a breakup. And it's more like he needs to come out of his own shell to learn more about what he wants to do with his gay life, kind of a thing. So we're structuring Act 2. And it's a six card spread. So let's see what we got here. All right, so, that was a long intro to that. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so there's that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The signifiers are in here, so I know kind of what they are. The Guide of Swords, which is kind of like a Queen of Swords, and then Sage is the King of the Sage of Pentacles. The Sage of Pentacles, I believe. I'll have to see what that is. So anyway, our first card we have she called it the Threshold. It's the reflection of the turning point. If I remember, I don't remember what the turning point was. I'm so sorry about that. This has been a week, and I should have done that. But I feel like the reflection of the turning point, we have the Nine of Swords here. So I kind of feel like it's everything that just Sage was fired from a job. He's coming out. Probably the first breakup, the first kind of conversation Sage has with his ex-boyfriend. I don't think we've named him yet. But probably like his life, he's now getting nightmares, feeling like the world is ending on him, or he's finally getting the feelings that he has to man up, or something of that nature. So number 2 is Guide into the New World, and it says it lays out rules to new world, could be a sign. I got Justice reversed. I kind of think this kind of means like Sage doesn't think it's fair. Sage doesn't think things are fair. It's the new rules of what comes out from him coming out, or what he will need to, the new rules that he needs to learn in order when he does come out to live by, or what makes him tick, or the new world that the new rules of the world, and if that makes sense. I got a comment, but okay. So number 3 is the antagonist display of power. It's basically the summary of the antagonist's strength. You got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. It's like the why. And we did say that he's kind of like full of himself. Sage's guy. The summary of his strength. Something taking Sage's ideas, taking Sage's money. I don't know. We might have to come back to this once. I know that he's popular. Sage doesn't have any money right now, but this is the antagonist. Maybe the antagonist is rich, and because he was kind of a performer or something, and maybe he doesn't have a good. Maybe he's using Sage. Well, Sage doesn't have a lot of money either. He's kind of a bouncer. He bounces from jobs to jobs a lot too. Maybe the guy thinks he is broke and he's just lying, and he's a good liar. That could be something. So number 4 is the turn, the reminder of day 12, the turn or more detail. Day 12, now if I remember correctly, that was make a problem? No, that was that one. Day 12 was the one we did just last time, and Act 1. I don't remember what the day 12... Okay, there's fireworks. I don't quite remember what that card was, what the turn was. I should have really looked at I have my phone. Hold on. Okay, so if I'm looking at my pictures, because I took pictures of these beforehand, images. You're looking at day 12. Don't know what the turn is from that. Reminder of day 12 turn or more details. Oh, probably just a reminder. I'm sorry. This is a really bad stream. Reminder. So let's just go back to day 12. Look at so it was a 9-card spread. So if I'm going back to my 9-card spread, it was this one, I believe. I think it was this one. So for this one, well, we do have I'm sorry, took a long time for me to get to this, but the 6 of Swords is usually a traveler, and that usually involves travel by water. But I'm getting more of like he has to travel through his emotions through this turn, and kind of do that kind of a thing. Like he's traveling. He has to travel through his turn. This is his turn to see what is next for him, kind of a thing, if that makes any sense. I just kind of feel like that he's just going to have a lot of things that he needs to deal with. Sage has just things he needs to deal with, and it's things that he now gets to deal with head on. He now has to deal with head on. So number 5 is, what makes the main character decide the antagonist is a problem and must be dealt with? Number 5. Well, obviously we've got the magician. And the magician is a guy that makes things happen. Maybe because Sage, the guy is kind of popular. So, I mean, obviously he's got a lot of sparkles around him, which actually kind of makes sense. It's kind of cool. Maybe he's a liar. Magicians are also, the hand is quicker than the eye. So maybe what the ex-boyfriend or the guy that he falls for was lying to him the whole time. Maybe like he puts on a really good show, but he's actually like a big drug addict. I don't know. Something of that nature. I feel like that's why he probably needs to be dealt with. Not necessarily they're against him. He probably just needs to deal. I don't think it's more of a battle that Sage is going to have. I think it's more of Sage needs to become comfortable with letting him go. Is kind of what I'm getting from this card. And the last one is solving the problem the antagonist represents. I got beyond judgment. And I'm getting a little bit more freedom from this on Sage's point of view, Sage's perspective. Solving the problem is just, this could also be showing people the true colors, the ex-boyfriend's true colors, freedom away from the ex. I don't know, just kind of like, that's kind of what I'm getting from here. He just kind of something a little bit more freeing, something that he doesn't need to feel so attached, something to celebrate, kind of a thing. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. So again, I will take pictures of this one. That took a while for me to get started on that. It's been a while. I'm sorry for that. I'm gone and away and having a brain fart. But we will go from there, and I will come back and do the next day. This was day 15. Day 16 for me. Structure of Act 2. Yep. And day 16 is the many trials, if, but, no, and. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.